I'm doing a health check on Mac. First of all, I'm going to check his pulse. So I'm going to get Terry to time that for 15 seconds.
Go.
Go. Yep. Cool. So I got 23. So that's fine. That's the normal. And I'm going to times that by 4, so that's alright. So that's all good. Next, I'm going to move to the nose. So I can see, so Mac is a brachycephalic breed. So he just has surgery for breathing. So he's got some stitches in there. But apart from that, his nose seems pretty clean. It's wet to touch, which is good. And there's no discharge coming out. Next, I will check the lips. They are nice and moist. They're not red. They're. Oh, it's okay.
Good boy.
Good boy. It's okay. No, it's okay.
Oh, darling. It's alright, you'll be okay. Just check his teeth.
Next, I'm going to check his teeth. I might have to back.
It's okay, sweetie.
Good
You
boy.
had enough.
Good boy. It's okay. There we go. I'm going to check his teeth. They're nice and white. There's no odour or anything, which is good. They're clean. Wee bit of plaque, but that's fine. That's nothing major. So I'm going to check the mucous membrane. It's nice and pink, like it's not red or anything. Cool. So I'm going to now check the eyes. Good boy. Good boy. I can see that they're nice colour. There's no discharge or anything. No irritation, or it's not sensitive, and they're not cloudy. They're just like a normal colour. Cool. So next I'm going to check his ears. So I'm going to fold his ears right back. It's okay. And check right down the ear canal. I can see no excess earwax, or there's no ear mites. His ears aren't sensitive to touch, and they're nice and clean. And there was also no odour. Yeah, no, there's no odour. No ear mites, so it's also nice and clean, and they're not sensitive or anything. So next I'm going to do the head and the neck. So I'm just going to feel around. There's no bumps or anything. I'm going to check his submandibular lymph nodes. So I can't feel them, which is good, so that means they're not enlarged or anything, which is good, and it's not sensitive to touch, so that's okay. Prescapular, which is good boy, which is here, which is also, I can't feel it, which is good, so there's no enlargement. Good boy. Next I'm going to check his skin and coat. So his coat is nice and shiny. There's no missing bald patches or anything. It's nice and soft and healthy. Clean. I'm also going to check in the skin. I'm going to push his fur right back to the skin so I can see. It's nice and pink. It's not red. And there's no sensitivity, so it's fine to touch or whatever. So the forelimbs, I'm going to check the forelimbs, so I'm just going to feel down here. Back, can you stand up?
Good boy, there we go. Good boy. Hello.
I'm going to feel his axillary lymph nodes, and they will feel fine and healthy. I'm going to feel down the legs, see if there's any lumps or anything, but there's not. Good boy. Check his, good boy. Check his toes and his claws. His nails do need a trim, but that's fine, we can do that. Just look in between. There's no cracks or anything. His paws are also quite dry, but that's nothing serious. And then nice, and check the other ones. Mac. Good boy. Also, there's no checking the axillary. There's no bumps or anything. Nothing swollen. It's all fine. As well as his toes. Good boy. Oh.
It's Okay, buddy.
Good boy. No, his nails are still, that's fine. That's all good.
Licking your fingers.
I know. So next I'm going to check the thorax, which is around here. So I'm just going to have a feel around, see if he's sensitive to touch or anything, but it seems fine. It's not enlarged, which means he's healthy, and and that's good. His hydration state, I'm just going to pinch the skin. If it goes back to normal, he's fine. Also with his lips, you can tell if his lips are dry, means he needs water, whatever, but his lips are nice and moist, which is good. The dorum, which is the spinal area, I'm just going to run my hand along, and that's fine. His spine's not... Nick?
Good boy.
Good boy. It's fine to touch. It's not sensitive or anything, and I can't feel any bumps, which is really good. His abdomen, I'm going to palpate his abdomen, so I'm just going to have a feel around anything abnormal, but it all feels pretty good. And now I'm going to check his hind limbs. So Matt, can you stand up? Good boy. Good boy. So I'm also going to check his hind limbs, his popliteal, lymph nodes. Feel if there's any bumps. Good boy, Mac. And that all feels pretty good. His hind limbs. Let's check his claws and his toes. His pads are fine. They're a wee bit dry, but that's nothing important. That's nothing serious. His nails also need a trim, but we can do that. And his inguinal, which is in here. We're just going to feel for that. See if there's any. It's not sensitive to touch or anything, so it's fine. Which is good. He's fine, nice and healthy, and just check the other side, which is, he's fine, there's no bumps or anything, which is good. His perineum is back here. His perineum is between the anus and the penis. It's nice and clean. Oh, it's okay, Mac. Good boy. Well, I could see it was nice and clean. There was no bumps or anything, no discharge, and it's not sensitive to sit down or anything, is it, Mac? Good boy.
Clearly.
Good boy.
Good boy.
And next I'm going to check his penis. I can see it from here. His genitals are nice and clean. There's no discharge or anything. Good boy. You showed you're a good boy. And there's no scratches or anything, or bumps, or no redness, which is good. And then his tail, Mac, stand up. As you can see, Mac has no tail. He has just a wee stub, but it's just important to keep that nice and clean. His anus is nice and clean, which is good, and there's no sensitivity to his tail, which is really good. And hey,
He's all healthy.
he's all healthy.